Well, good afternoon. So we are going to work on planting our tomatoes in the wall waters. Remember I did this a couple days ago, and I had set these things up so that we could get the wall waters all full of water, and they actually feel pretty warm, not bad. So what we're going to do is going to go ahead and put the hole, cut the plastic out. Here we go. Do all three of those, and I need to get the tomatoes in a second there. That'd be awesome. By the shed. That'd be great. My assistant, my wife, is going to bring the tomatoes for me. So we'll go and cut the little squares out of the plastic. A few of these cells are empty. I got to put some of that radiator fluid in there. Stop the leaking. Okay. So next we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of lime, because I always like a little bit of lime in each spot, because it helps avoid blossom end rot. We'll just mix it up a little bit here first. Throw a little lime in there. There we go. Okay, next one. Throw a little scoopful of lime. This one here. It's just regular agricultural lime. You buy it in like I buy them 50-pound bags. I do use it for quite a few other things in the garden throughout the years. I use it for broccoli to avoid what's called club root. And there we go. And this one here. Okay, I went and watered these ahead of time before planting, so they should be pretty moist already. So I always like to break off the bottom leaves, because I'm going to plant these things pretty deep. Because what happens with tomatoes, they'll grow roots all the way up the side there, and actually creates a nicer, more hardier plant. Okay. I kind of plant my tomatoes a little over shallow, so they get the warmth coming up through the plastic. And there we go. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to come back a little later and put in what's called some cutworm collars. And really all they are is just a piece of cardboard about a couple inches high around the perimeter of the tomato, to keep from cutworms going in there and devouring the, not devouring, but actually going around the perimeter of the tomato and choking it off. So that way it kills the tomato. It literally cuts around. There's a little worm goes around the tomato and sucks the juice out of it and cuts it right off. That's what they call them cutworms for. I actually got two here. I'll plant the extra one for now in case one of these guys don't make it, because it's about a week earlier than I normally put these things out, but I say with the cold, with the sunshine, warms up the tubes of water nicely. It's nice and warm in here. Perfect temperature. Oh, got to cut some of these little leaves off the bottom. Here we go. Okay. And the next one. That's how simple this is. So you can get these wall waters in any garden center. I'm sorry, garden catalog. I haven't really seen too many garden centers, but garden catalogs carry them. Okay. And these are Burpee 4th of July tomatoes. That's what they call these things here. They promised to be ready by 4th of July. Of course, a little extra help here makes that happen by putting them out early like this. And if it gets really, really cold, I can throw a blanket over top of these, or just to put some wooden stakes in here, because they do tend to fall over sometimes. So I can close it up like this, stick them closer, put a blanket around them if it gets really cold, but I don't expect to get down in the 20s anymore. They could get in upper 20s, but they'll be fine. They can hold down to 18 degrees because as the water freezes, it gives off heat inside. And that's how she planted them. 3 tomato plants ready to go in. This is zone 5, and today is the 18th of April.